Ooh, one more. Okay. Come on, man. There we go. Just so I can see what's going on here. Okay. Otherwise, it's going to get bad. All right. Anyways, we're just doing quesadillas because I am so hungry. And I want something quick. So we're going to turn this up to max heat. And then we're going to put one on, and then we're going to start shredding the cheese on it, and so that way they both kind of heat up at the same time. Anyways, technically, like, I still got lots of food because I make a lot. Mainly the curry. That's what I got a lot of. But I was like, like I could eat curry. It just doesn't sound good. Like what sounded perfect was a cheese quesadilla with cream cheese, or cream cheese, sour cream. Ooh, the first thing you want to do with this is take both ends off so you don't have to wash them later. Okay. Get you in on more of this action over here. Well, maybe you can even see inside. How's that sound? This is what I look at usually. Oh, wrong way. Hey, Luna. Where's she going? Do I need to get out of the way? She eating her food? Aha! I figured it out. I don't know how much cheese I want, in all honesty. I also like flipping the brick around so that way you can get some even cutting on this bad boy. Otherwise, it gets lopsided. I mean, you know how it goes. Okay. Let's see. What do we think? I'm thinking we probably need a little more cheese. Nice. Anyway, so my day was rather productive. I went to the store to get some. Well, I guess technically I talked to you about it. I was going to get that flower, which I did get it. I did get the tulip, but then I ended up planting them outside, and I don't have any photos or I'd show you right now. Anyways, but yeah, no, they look so good, and to make it look really nice and even, I had to use all of them. So, and I forgot to show you. I was going to bring some of the flowers in, but again, scatterbrain. I'm pretty hungry, so I'm figuring I'll eat and then think what my next move is. It's only 10:30, but I got to start figuring out how to wake up early. Early for me, by the way. Like, early for me means I got to be up before 7. Okay, let's see. However, I bet my late is way later than yours. If you're an early riser. If you're like I wake up at 3, it's like that's what time I go to sleep at. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying that's, you know, life. Okay. Is that enough cheese? No, I can do more. It's not. It's okay. I don't have to freak out. We can always add more. It's not too late. It's probably getting a little warm though, so I should probably turn this back down to well, actually, it's not even up at medium yet. We'll just turn it to medium, and then that way it'll click off. I just wanted to turn it up to the hottest setting so it would hopefully get up to medium faster, but apparently that didn't work the way I thought it would, so there's that. Okay, that's feeling pretty nice. I like that. That might be too much cheese, but again, it's my brain that's interpreting what I want. Like I said, I could add curry, but I'm like, no, the crispy of a tortilla shell and then the cream cheese and just the cheese that squishes out. Sounds wonderful. Um, I probably need some kind of device to get under there. I should have brought a fork or something. I was going to use a spatula. I'm like, no, I don't want to use a spatula. I want to use minimal tools because, it's what everybody does, I think. Let's see. Well, I know that if it doesn't want to come up yet, we've got some time with it. I guess we'll press down on it. I think that's what people do. Yeah, this is why you'd want a spatula. But guess what? It's mine, so I can use my hand if I want to. I could lick it. I could show you the dirt that still might be on my hands from gardening. I mean, what do you want? It's okay. There's only like a really small chance I get botulism. Like super small. Like, do you know how often I touch dirt and touch my mouth? Like I should have gotten it by now, in all honesty, with how many times I've done it. Okay. Well, let's see. That medium still seems to be pretty cooking. Here, let's just angle it this way. I just want to look. I'm so okay. Fine, fine. I don't need to look. But when are we getting up to that medium temp? It should be there, right? Where are we at? We're still on like low. Anyways, my day, my day. Let's see. Let me see if I can even remember my day. So I woke up, had the day off, so that's why I was going to go do the tulips and flowers thing. Plus, I wanted to get that front yard area cleaned up, um, and then finally I left to go there. One of my friends works close by to where I got them, and I checked to see if they were there, but they weren't. But they also work next to a Ross, so I'm like, no, you know what? I'll just look at the Ross, see if they've got anything. They didn't have anything I wanted. Essentially, I wanted like more of these kinds of things, but for a work one, which means it needs to be blue. Anyways, they didn't have any blue ones. They had some other ones that looked kind of nice, but I was like, I'm not in the mood for like picking this stuff right now because they had such limited options. And then I was gonna just head out of there. I'm like, cool, heading out, just quick zooming in, zooming out. And then I saw that they had bluey eggs, and like my nephew loves bluey, so I'm like, okay, I gotta get these. And so, obviously I picked those up. I went back, dropped them off at the car. Then I went back, did a whole bunch of flower searching because I was trying to do pricing plus what would look good plus, future ideas and whatnot. Um, that seems like we're getting closer. Yeah, it still needs some time though. Are we at medium yet at least? Nope. All right, well, we'll keep this train chugging along. Anyway, so I was doing the pricing of essentially price to amount you get, because that's how my brain works. If I see one thing and it's worth $10, I then need to see what the most I can get for cheaper prices. Even though they do a pretty good job of pricing, they make the prices feel worth it. I must admit. So like, yeah, I got like, what was that? One, two, three, four. I must have got 5 of each tulip. Plus, they had extra bulbs, and that was like $10. So that felt pretty fair. Because I remember going to like some of those other stores, like back in the day, like as a kid, like $3.99, $6.99 for some of those bulbs, and they weren't even beautiful. And these ones immediately ready to transplant. So that was pretty nice. Where are we at? You think it's time to flip? I guess we can always redo it. I'm not actually good at this. I'm just did this because I figured, you're here, I'm here, why not? Oh. Okay, so definitely needs some more time. All right, well, we're going to have to fix that garbage. Oh, I hear cheese. I hear cheese melting. Ha! Because this is the cold side, I actually can mess with it still. Okay. Didn't hurt at all, surprisingly. I was expecting some hand burning, but no hand burning. That other side looks like it's just about done. I mean, I can tell it's got a little ways to go. We're probably going to kick the heat off a little bit because it seems like it's getting up too hot. Oh, look at this cheesy mess I got. Oh, you can't see it. Okay. Well, you know what? I can just pick you up. I'm God here. Okay. Except I don't know how to swing stuff. Why am I doing this? But there, those are the cheesy dots. Let's try and not melt my cord. Not like it would actually melt or anything, but what did I do? All right, let's get this back to square one. Square one. Boom. Okay. Well, I think that's probably enough time. Can probably get back to it. Probably want it just a little more crispy. Yeah, it still feels soft on the other sides. How disappointing. Ow, that's hot though. Oh, well. I should have rotated it is what I should have done, because then we would have got a little more even heat and it wouldn't have gotten too hot. But at least we know where the hot part of the burner is. It's pretty much the middle, but it looks like it has a little C shape, but that's probably actually because of how I had the pan on it, more likely, now that I'm thinking about it. You see, everything needs a second thought. Well, at least in my book. More that thinking type, like overthinking type. Like, occasionally smart, but could get stuck in a loop all day. I'm like a lazy river raft, Sometimes you get through it in like 5-10 minutes and you're like, dude, wow. And then sometimes you're just there for hours like, next idea yet? No. Next idea, you know. Like, you know, that kind of motion. Anyways, I don't know why it made me think of that. Let's see. It sounds like something's happening down there. I think we just want to squeeze like some of the cheese out, right? Isn't that the whole point of pressing on it, is to get that cheese evenly distributed? Let's see. Maybe we'll do some of that. Ooh, look at that. You see how I'm like putting it on that one side, and then maybe we'll do like a one where we put it on the other side. But it looks like we're doing pretty good. And this is just under medium, by the way. I'd like to go clean this, but we're doing a short video today. Man, I'm surprised I look at the clock and it's not like 28 minutes. It's actually realistically what? 11? Sorry, I could visually see it, but I was mentally thinking of something else. This is doing pretty good. Like I said, this side isn't cooked enough, so we'll probably overdo the other side by accident somehow. I mean, technically we could just flip it and see, right? I don't want to, though, because it just seems like it needs more time. This is why I should have grabbed a fork or something. Just need just anything. I could literally, you know what? I'm going to use a car key. Actually, wait. I've got a better idea. This one's more thematic. And when I say thematic, I mean like, look at that. Oh, it looks so cool. I know how to do something. Actually, this isn't even the cool one. Let's see if I can do the cool one. All right, you have to hold the bite handle, and then you have to do like a flip. Now, see, the problem is like the weight on this guy's off. I'll do it again, but it's garbo because the weight's off and the whatchamacallit. Something or another. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, that's looking good. Beautiful. I might actually flip it back to the other side. That's looking so good. Let's see if we can do it professionally, though. No. Ha, 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 ha. Sorta. You ever see those videos where the pan thing falls off? Like the rivets just detach? It's like, oh. But usually, they, man, I guess the one I'm thinking of, it was pretty heavy. That's pretty good, though. I like that. I like that. Oh, it's still pretty warm. I think that's a piece of cheese. You can't hide from me. This is mine. It tastes like crispy cheese. You know, I don't have a plate. I'm an idiot. Let me go grab a plate, something to cut this baby with, and you won't know what happened. You won't know how long it took to happen. Okay, that's got to be like more than enough, right? Like that's got to be over the top amount, right? Let's find out though. Nope, still looks like it could have gone for longer. But I don't care about this side since it's already the sauce side. We're actually just going to flip it over to the one that looks and is going to taste good, so we don't want it to lose that crispiness. So in the spirit and honor of it not being able to lose the crispiness, we are putting it on top because you know how it starts to steam on the bottom. It's not that hot. I'm just being really cautious because, you know, I don't want to seem like a bad influence. I love cutting these and then putting them on like literally a smaller plate and then into my room, but you know, I'm doing a cooking video in my room, but if I was to do this without you guys here, I would cook this and I would try and cut it like on something, maybe a large plate, but I would at least get it onto a smaller plate because large plates on my desk usually don't work out. Oh, let's turn that off. I usually like to go, what is that, eighths? And then it looks really pretty when you just kind of like plate it nice. Like you don't even have to go all out. You just need to make it pretend like you know what you're doing. And that's why I also like a smaller plate. Is it gives you the ability to put these on like almost the whole thing. You know what? I'll grab the plate and show you what I'm talking about. Okay. Now you get to see what I was talking about. So I think we need to put these up a little further because of that. I mean, technically you could cut them more if you wanted to and do little fun strips. Plus, if you got a bunch of kids, I mean, kids love eating like multiple things. Like, I don't know, if it was me as a kid, like it's just like, hey, would you like one giant brownie or would you like a bunch of little brownie bites? I'd be like, I want that giant brownie. And then I would like immediately eat it and then regret not picking it. So I always feel like nibbles are the best choice because then you get you don't you know you keep getting taste. It's like dogs. You know dogs when it's like home and they like swallow the whole thing. It's like, dude, like savor it. But I'm not joking. Some dogs know that they're eating swallowing the whole thing in one bite. And like that's the satisfying part. Like, hey, I was a kid. I remember doing that where it was like fun. Like I mean, I literally would go to the store with my mom and crazy, right? Literally I would do that. No. I'd be dragged to the store with my mom and I'd see like the Tic Tacs at the checkout, and I'm like, man, you know what? One day when I become an adult and I can buy whatever I want, I'm just buying a whole thing of Tic Tacs and just pouring it in my mouth. I think I've ended up doing that a few times. I haven't done it recently. Telling the story makes me want to try and do it again. Just so you know, you can either put the dip off to the side or in a little bowl. I do the bowl because sometimes it gets messy. Also looks a little more professional for photos and stuff. But if you are trying to make it pro photos, you just go blob, blob, blob on the three little ends. But that's realistically not how you're really supposed to eat them. And when I say that, I mean try eating it that way. It's messy. It doesn't work. You want them at the end. So I guess sometimes I'll blob it at the end now that I think about it. There you go. We just went through a live scenario, and I proved it false. But you could do it if you want it to look good. Like, I mean, rules of thirds still apply even if it isn't how you would normally eat food, you know? All right, that's probably the amount of I'll have. I mean, should I even eat it? I guess I can complain about it, right? Let's see, how is it? I taste the sour cream, but it's pretty good. Mmm. Needs to be crispier, probably. Maybe a little too much cheese, but I knew we were getting into that. Hmm. Probably just a touch too much cheese. And then could be a little crispier. Not bad though. Maybe if the other side was that crispy, it'd be saved. Or maybe I need a hot plate that actually gets to like way hotter. Or I need to let it set for a second. There's there's a lot of things we could have done. But at least now I know I either want to keep the burner on for longer or I don't know. I either have to leave the burner on longer or I have to do it out there. But I'll test it later. I don't know. They're pretty good. All right, what are we at? 18 minutes. That's not too bad, right? Kind of rambling and stuff, but 18 minutes isn't bad. Mmm. I'm about to get so much energy after this. All right. I'm going to let you guys head out. Mmm. But it's good. I mean, what do you want from me? You know what cheese guys should do taste like. I cut that out for you so you didn't have to hear it. That's why I stopped talking. But all right. Um, I don't have anything good to say. I already did a little story in my tulip video thing. Actually, it wasn't a tulip video. I have a tulip video, and then I have a replanting one that I'm not even done with. But anyways, I'm not going to keep you here any longer than I need to. I just wanted to say, yeah, if you were going to do that gardening thing, just do that one thing. That one thing. I'm not telling you to do a big thing. If something needs to be repotted, just do it real quick. If you wanted to put one plant in that one spot, just do it real quick. There, how's that? Does that work? Anyways, have a good one. Thanks for being here. I'm going to just devour this off camera. That's not the right one. How funny is that?